Where's our 10 count?
We don't have one anymore.
Okay.
Welcome to another episode of Driving to the Res with your favorite hosts,
Larry. Wait,
Inelia. You're getting confused with your identity.
Everything's backwards. When I point that way, it goes that way.
Oh, because you're looking at the screen. Yes, can be confusing sometimes.
We're learning.
Mm-hmm. Do you like our new setup? For those of you listening, we have a really fabulously looking microphone that changes colors.
Yeah, I think that's the funniest thing about it was
fairy microphone.
Yeah, I ordered it based on how it looked.
We're hoping the sound is good. We don't know.
Well, the funny thing was I got it all set up and I have everything going because I was setting up, you know why I was setting it up and what I was setting it up for.
Yes, code name we.
Anyways, we're doing a code name we setup, and Inelia came in to inspect and help and do whatever. And I did all this thing. I was like, "Isn't this the coolest microphone?" He says, "What is it specs?" So he's like, "It has all kinds of different colors. You can change them if you like to whatever you want." He's like, and we recorded for a little while, and he listened to it. He's like, "That's a darn good microphone. That's just fine." It's like usually when I order a microphone, I go for specs.
Quality.
How quality is it? Pick up and this and that. And it's like, well, I like the colors, and plus look at the thing around the outside.
It has little round things around the mic. There's round things around the mic that stick out a little bit. We don't know what they do, but they look like a UFO.
Because it's got a string in there.
Don't bang the mic. You hurt people's ears.
So it was kind of funny to see, what are the priorities.
Yes.
Because we have a prime priority in case you aren't sure.
Yes, we do. But this week's podcast, it's actually about, I've heard other people are talking about the split, which is quite unusual because nobody has used those words except us since 2011.
No kidding.
I know, I'm trying to look at you, but I can't because there's a mic in the way.
It doesn't look in the way here.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll look at you in the screen. There you go. Now I can see you. Anyways, other people have been talking about the split. What do you think about that? Would you like to read the newsletter?
Yeah, I think I printed out the newsletter. I found, little firewalls to printing it.
Yes, they were very interesting firewalls.
Every little firewall that exists for the last, since last night, yesterday morning.
Yeah.
We usually record our podcast on Sunday morning, and now it's a Monday, not quite afternoon.
Not quite in the afternoon.
And we're in a different location because, last night I was just too tired.
Yes.
I just couldn't do it. Yesterday morning, there was no way because I was unloading fish.
Yeah.
And then when I got here, we had our Sunday dinner and our
birthday cake.
That was birthday party next, and then it's okay. Let's do the recording. There's 25 people here.
And then we had to can peaches.
Lots of noise,
and
then
catfish. Catfish.
Then we had to cut fish.
Yeah.
Then we went home.
Peaches.
It's like,
canning.
Well, we have to can these peaches right now because they're getting moldy.
Yes.
It's either now or they just give them to the chickens.
Yes.
So no podcast.
They were really nice peaches. So.
And we got all that work done. It's about 11 or 12.
Yes.
You want to record at that time?
No.
So we went to bed. We woke up this morning, 6 o'clock, my alarm went off, and I pushed the button to go off. And then 7 o'clock, the alarm went off. And PB's like, right.
Oh my God, PB was up all night. Yeah. Every hour or so, she would get up and wanting to go outside. So I took her out, brought her back in, had to carry her upstairs because I always get stuck downstairs when there's no lights on.
Then she liked that noise too.
And then an hour later, so she kept me up once an hour, every hour last night.
Yeah, so we woke up equally tired.
Yes.
And
she was the equalizer.
We're going to do our podcast first thing in this morning. First we had a coffee and toast and, morning stuff.
Yes. And then just as we were prepping.
Just as I got the computer set up. Segundo showed up.
To change the front door.
Change the front door. He's not going to be quiet doing that.
No.
It's bang, 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 rip. Bang, 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 rip.
Yeah. Crash, crash, boom, boom. Put it back in.
It's like, okay. Go to the Shabba Shack.
Yes.
And we've been here for 2 hours.
And we haven't recorded yet.
We are recording now.
Yes.
We're trying out our set.
Yes.
This is our new set.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty nice.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
So we were trying to print our newsletter and the printer was having hiccups.
Yes.
Anyway, we're past our firewalls.
We are
in this
past
case,
our firewalls.
Whatever our firewalls were, I know I didn't do any exercise about it. I just smashed into them. Bang! Okay, bang! Oh no, what? Bang! We did manage to jump them.
Yes.
I have it. So we're going to read a little bit of newsletter.
And we're going to talk about it.
Do a little talk about it. Mm-hmm. Talking about the newsletter seems to be a nice idea for our podcast.
Yes.
If you can hear us talking about it, and you can read it on the email. It comes in your email, right?
It does.
And sometimes you just don't want to read it. So you can listen to it on Substack, right?
Yeah. You go to our Substack channel.
Substack, and then you'll just read it out.
Yeah.
You don't even have to bother with printing it. You don't have to bother with opening your email. None of that. Just say it to me, please. So this gets the firewalls out. And
furthermore,
you might just listen to the podcast if you can't even open the Substack.
Yeah.
And in the podcast, I'll read it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
Well, it took a while.
Yes.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah.
That's actually the start of the newsletter.
Took a while.
It took a while.
Since 2011.
But I have now heard other podcasters and media talking about the split.
The split.
The split. I want to take a quick pause. You mentioned something important the other day, and it was about doing these podcasts and doing these newsletters, and it's not for your health or something.
Oh, it's not just to make me look pretty.
Oh, you're doing this for a reason?
It's not about me looking pretty.
And that's not the reason.
That's not the reason. And it's not the reason for you to look pretty either.
Oh.
Handsome, I should say.
It could be an extra reason.
No, it's not the reason for these podcasts. It's no reason for the newsletter. It's no reason for the classes. It's not reason for anything. That's not the reason why we're doing this work, to look pretty.
Oh. Okay, good.
What is the reason, honey?
The real reason?
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, for you, the listener, for you, so that you can actually listen to it, read it,
gets through,
study it.
It gets there.
And it gets you your tools to be able to embody the new paradigm.
The fog that all the stuff.
All the stuff.
Here, try it this way. How about this way? How about this way? We're going to stack them in there.
Stack them in there. Stack the positives.
We're going to stack them in there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, yes. I just wanted to mention, you're listening to it. Yay, good job.
Good job.
You heard it here first.
They did. The split.
I first talked about the split in 2011. Before there was no split.
No.
It was a shocker for me.
Definitely was.
Yeah. For me, I was like, what? That's not what's supposed to happen.
That's not what's supposed to happen.
I know what happens in 2012, and it's not split.
A split. That's what you thought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can read it here. The Splitting of the Worlds.
And you can find that at ineliabenz.com. It's from 2011. It's an article. Read it.
Read it and see how it isn't much different. What we've been talking about.
Right. Since then,
Since
of course.
then. But it's really not a coincidence.
But other people are talking about it.
Yes, I do. So why is this important to you? Well, because the split is something that we embody.
Mm-hmm. So the split doesn't happen out there, right?
Well, it kind of does.
Does it where?
Wherever you're embodying it at.
It happens inside of you. Actually, it doesn't just happen inside of you.
You are
actually have to make it happen. Okay. It's an active, proactive thing. Yes. Yes. Okay, next part.
We are the ones who decide if we want to continue having a light-dark experience on Earth or bring in the world we were born to embody. So, we can decide if we want to continue having light-dark experiences on Earth, which is the experiences we've all been having up till now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
basically,
carry on the same.
Day.
Yeah, carry on the same way. The same lifestyle. And
you got a job sometimes. You have issues with it. It's stressful sometimes. You figure out how to deal with the stress.
Right.
There are ways that you can accommodate this experience. You can have a glass of wine, watch a Netflix binge. Yeah. Lots of ways
to continue with that.
Continue with it the way it is.
Yeah.
Or bring in the world you were born to embody. If you're listening to this,
you were born to embody a certain thing.
You were born here. You came here for a reason to embody this thing. Just so you know. Yep, I'm using a lot of capital letters. Those are the... You were born to embody.
Yes.
Those are a lot of capital letters in this newsletter for a reason.
Yes.
What's the reason, honey?
You tell me.
It's very important that you fully and completely understand the nature of this split.
Yes.
Check out this list and see if it resonates.
Yes.
It's a list.
It's a list.
If it does, then head over to my Telegram channel and write, I have decided to embody my highest self.
So don't forget, if you read up to now, you listened up to now, you
pause. Just push pause.
Yeah, pause.
And then if you've got an iPhone, you just go.
Yes. Go. Telegram.
I have decided.
Inelia Benz channel.
Yeah.
And you write,
I have decided to embody
my highest self. That's all you need to write. Yeah. You can also write it in all your other media.
Yeah, wherever you like.
Wherever you like.
At least there.
Yeah, all your networks. Write it everywhere.
All right.
But on the channel, you need to do that so that we know. And everybody knows.
And they know they're not alone.
Yes.
And, hey, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not the only one.
I'm not the only one. Mm-hmm.
Here's the list, because lists are nice.
Lists are nice, yes.
I believe...
Okay, can you remind everybody what this list means? If you're here.
Okay. I'll read it again.
Yeah.
It's very important that you fully and completely understand the nature of this split. Check out this list and see if it resonates.
Okay. All right. Now start the list.
I believe in the humane treatment of people and animals.
Okay. Do you believe in the humane treatment of people and animals? Yes or no?
Well, one thing I want to be clear about is humane. What does that even mean?
Everybody knows what humane means.
I have a pretty good inclination for it.
Okay, can you tell me what it is?
It means, in a sense, you treat people and animals, well, the words we use is kindly and as you want to be treated also kind of thing. But, we do have to adjust that tiny bit.
Yes.
Because some animals came to be doing a different thing.
They did.
And the way they want to be treated is definitely not how you want to be treated. So you can't say you got to treat everybody like you want to be treated yourself. But to some degree,
kindness.
That's reasonable. With kindness and
thoughtfulness
and care, and expanded awareness to the degree that you understand what your combined and shared agreement is about.
Yes.
And you fulfill each other in this circular way where what you're here for, what I'm here for, we're here for this together, and we're going to do this.
And generally speaking, when we talk about humane, it means minimizing pain and suffering.
Yeah, pain and suffering.
Minimize it or eliminate it.
Eliminate it.
Yes.
You walk by the dog and you say hello.
Yeah, and you pet your dog.
You don't go and kick the dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, basically. You got it.
You got it.
If you resonate with that,
then that's number one.
Gaia is important to me.
What do you think about that one?
Well, as a groom of Gaia, I would say yes.
Yes.
It's a very important component of my experience here on this planet.
Can you define groom of Gaia?
You sure can. There's a group of, They have resistances to the word bride and groom of Gaia, so they're called brooms.
Yeah, but
or
also
they're called
the guilders.
Guilders.
And you can find them on the guildofgaia.com.
And you'll find a contract.
Yes.
The contract was
between you and Gaia, nobody else.
Between you and Gaia, not between everybody else or anybody else and Gaia. It's just you and Gaia. It outlines sort of an understanding of, hey, this is what it means to be a high-frequency human on the planet, and this is what it means to be existing on a high-frequency planet.
Connected to Gaia. And that list, that contract, was actually made by several people over the course of 9 months. It took a long time, and every single word was looked at, discussed, explored exhaustively. All firewalls were put in and, looked at, dissolved. It's an amazing piece of work. Even if you don't want to or have any inclination to sign the contract, I would say go over there and actually read it through. Read it through and really study each of the points. It's totally worth it. It's an amazing piece of work. Really outstanding. But yeah, so if you care about... Do you care about Gaia?
Yes.
Yeah. There. Yeah. Okay, so it's a yes. Check.
I believe in the human spirit for goodwill and goodness. Human spirit for goodwill and goodness. Oh yeah, that's, that's in some ways... one of the problems with a being light being.
Yes.
We believe everybody feels that way.
Yes.
I believe in the human spirit for goodwill and goodness. Yes, I do.
Okay. Good. Check. Okay. Wait, why did you say that was a problem? Can you tell us that?
Well, not everybody actually is believing that.
Or embodying it, right?
Or embodying that.
Yeah, but it's actually hard for a light being to even conceptualize that somebody wouldn't do something for goodness.
I mean, they may have 1,000 examples and they still think of an excuse
for those people,
for that person, But it may just be that person doesn't actually
embody a high spirit,
a spirit for goodwill and goodness.
They just don't. They just don't.
Right. Okay, it happens. Well, I do.
Yes, okay. I do too.
I do not believe in oppression or war.
Right.
I'm fine with the oppression one.
What about war?
Kind of had a lot of wars in my past.
What do you feel about them now?
I remember coming to awareness in one of them. We discussed a little bit. We did. I don't know if we've discussed it publicly or not. Probably.
No, I don't think we did.
Probably in codename we might.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's right. They're involved.
They're involved in that. Yeah. So in... the believe in war, that's the part that is giving me a hiccup. I don't believe in war. For what? I believe war is a pretty good way to smash a lot of things, I don't believe in war as a solution to a problem.
Right, that's what I meant to say.
Okay. I've just given it a little bit more legs so that warriors amongst us can understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I don't believe in oppression or war. I don't believe I don't believe in it.
Right.
Not as a part of my purpose for embodying myself on this planet now. Definitely not. War is like, no, not doing it.
No.
I believe love conquers all.
What do you think about that one?
Well, it's absolutely, positively, 100% correct.
Okay.
You really don't have to expand on it too much.
All right.
It does. We all know it does.
Yes.
Do you care to expand on it a little bit? What do you mean by
that? That's it. Yeah, so...
People can take that out of context, I'm sure.
No. I think they could take it out of context, but yeah. I think everybody who understands this vocabulary gets it.
I think so.
In
a sense, you embody that state.
Yes.
The word that we use is love.
Yes.
That state, the expanded state of love, does definitely conquer all.
Exactly.
I know that we are all connected at a deeper level.
What do you think about that one?
Well, yeah, I feel that definitely has to be and is true. Mm-hmm. When I trace the lines, I go, well, I don't feel connected to them. But then I go a little further. It's like, oh yeah. And wait a minute, what about them? That's what this was about. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can find something that I'm not. That's somewhere that I'm not. And I found that I am not at some levels, but at a deeper level, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
All right.
Oh, this one is tricky.
Okay.
Do you remember it?
Yes.
I believe in nature. Mm-hmm. Is it nature versus nurture, or what nature we talk about here?
So what's the first thing that came to mind when you read it? I believe in nature.
I believe in nature. I believed in the nature of humans. Like, they are good-hearted nature. They have good nature. Mm-hmm. Good. And then I thought maybe it was nature as in, like, Tweety Bird.
Gaia. Yeah.
Yeah, nature. I believe in nature. Yeah. Which, in my sense, my mind, means I believe in it's like a homeostasis state that nature exists in, where things push on this end and then they push on that and they pull and they push and they pull and it all somehow works out fine. Mm. It might look disastrous for a second, but it's just fine. Yeah. So I believe in nature. To me, I believe in the system that we have of nature, the planet, self-healing, all of those things. I believe nature's power.
Yes. Yeah. Good job.
Is that what you meant?
That is actually one of those statements that if you check that one, your interpretation is actually perfect.
Okay.
Check.
Yeah. I believe in nature.
Yes.
I know. I was born to make a positive change on the planet. Yes. Because, come on.
Come on.
I'm a Leo,
Yes.
What else would I be here for?
Right.
Well, honestly, if I look back, I can remember, and I found an interesting synchronicity in a book I was reading the other day. Mm-hmm. Something about when people turn 40, 41, 42 years old, that had some kind of a significance to a lot of people. I don't know what the significance, why it's that, but I remember when I was 6 or 7 or 8, going, Jesus, I can't wait till I'm 40. Which is very strange.
Very strange thing for a little boy to say, yes.
I can't wait till I turn 40. I've been waiting forever to be 40. How long is it going to take? But it's in
your 40s, everything changed, didn't it?
Everything did change, yeah. So it felt like I was born to make a positive change on the planet, but I had to wait till I was 40. Yeah. Those things seemed connected.
Yeah. But some people don't have to wait till they're 40. So.
Well, no, but not everybody was born when I was.
Exactly, yeah.
But the people I was reading, probably some of them were born close to.
Yeah.
Anyway, 40 years old has something to do with something. Mm-hmm. We'll explore more another time. But yeah, I know you know it.
You know it.
You're knowing it, and oftentimes the biggest problem.
What's the biggest problem?
Is how.
How are you going to make that change?
How am I going to make this positive change? That's the one That's why you're listening.
Yes.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. You're not alone.
You
don't have to figure it all out.
You don't have to figure it all out.
And you don't have to do this change by yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to. You were born here, but then what he said, you were born here to do it all by yourself.
Exactly.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay. I know that change has to begin in me before we can change the planet. Oh, no.
You don't know about that one?
Yeah, I know. I'm perfect already.
You're perfect already. Yeah. Leo, of course.
It's like, what do you mean? I gotta change? I don't gotta change nothing. I got a list here. Everything perfect? Yeah. Oh, good.
Okay.
Maybe one or two things.
Well, all right. Maybe Larry doesn't have to change it first before we can change the planet. But everybody else, or the rest of us, certainly do.
Okay, I can understand it.
I can understand it. Yes.
You guys got a lot of work to do.
Yes. We do.
So, I know that change has to begin in me before we can change the world. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm willing to embody my highest self in order to create change on the planet. Well, I can't think of no other way to create the change that we're actually here to create than that.
Yeah. So often when a person is just coming into this path, and because of the nature of our society and how we were brought up, this is expressed, this point, I know this means the change begins with me at home, is interpreted to mean I want to have a different life. I want to improve my life. I want to learn how to manifest things that I want. And I know that I can do all that from within. So that's how it's interpreted. And that is the bridge into you embodying your highest self.
Cool. Good.
Yeah.
I know this means the change begins with me at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Embody that higher self, highest self.
Yeah.
Do it at home.
Yeah.
How you can change the world there.
Yeah.
Start there.
Funnily enough, and a lot of people actually find it's the hardest to embody their highest self when they're at home alone. They often indulge in all sorts of stuff because there's nobody watching.
Yeah.
So they'll rah, 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 and indulge in and binge on Netflix and binge on alcohol, or take a few puffs of smoke, or take some drugs,
whatever you get away with,
or have an argument with your spouse because your spouse is not in a spiritual
yell at the animals for making a mess.
Oh, also the kids, because they're kids, so it's like forgiven because
trying to do all my spiritual stuff that all you people are just annoying me.
Were you there once? Doing spiritual stuff and your kids were all over and the TV was on and people were offering you beers?
Well, no.
No? Never happened?
I didn't, no, because I didn't do that spiritual stuff at home.
So that's why. Yeah. Because at home you didn't. That's the point.
Yeah.
So you do actually start at home.
Yeah, I did the opposite.
Yes.
It was a long and hard way to go about it, let me tell you.
Yeah. And then you actually left at home.
Yeah.
And that's what can happen. So that's really a key point that really illustrates the life that you're leading and having at a very personal level, whether you're by yourself or living with others at home. And that you, for example, had to leave the house in order to have the spiritual experiences is very telling, because they should have started at home. You should have started at home. And then as things blew up at home or whatever, then you should have dealt with those at home in order to bring that state of high frequency in your everyday life, not escape from your everyday life in order to have it. Mm-hmm. It's the same separation that people do with work.
Yep.
Right?
Definitely.
And it's a taught separation.
I'm a different person at work.
Yes, I'm a different person at work. I'm a different person at church. I'm a different person at the temple. I'm a different person at home. And you can't believe or understand what I go through at home. It's really horrid, All these people don't understand me. And there's this and the other and the arguments, and I sit down to meditate, and of course the rubbish has to be taken out.
The dogs are barking.
And the dogs are barking.
The chickens are fighting.
The kids are
fighting. Kids are definitely jumping on the roof.
And my wife or my husband keeps nagging at me.
And somebody's got to cook dinner.
And somebody has to cook. And
after you get done cooking, who's going to clean?
Yeah.
You can say they'll clean, but then you have to tell them.
Yeah.
It's not like
it's not just going to happen. So yes, you're going to find a lot of excuses. And that's why that point starts at home. People say, yeah, it starts at home. But actually they don't do it. Because home is where you're at. And you spend most of your time at home, or you could say start at work as well, right?
Right, we'll call it embody your highest self where you are.
Exactly.
Home includes there.
And home, where's your biggest home? Where are you all the time? Or with all the time is your physical body elemental. So it even starts there with your physical body elemental. And all of the tools that we're releasing for the next 6 months or to a year are all about stacking those positives so that you get it a little bit easier. You make it easier for yourself to embody the new paradigm, to manifest your stuff that you want. Yeah, manifest your highest self.
Well, yeah, one thing I want to bring up this part is these are excellent. And I was reading books of people having these experiences, embodying, trying to bring about all these things, and I saw they had the same problem.
What was that?
All of them get guided off track by fear.
Yes. So what is the most important exercise that we have on our website?
Fear processing exercise.
Yes, and it's available for free. So, no excuses.
Not only no excuses, literally the most important, useful skill to have is that. Yeah. That done.
Yeah.
You have a response to fear that's not pushing you of
manipulating you,
being manipulated, all this other stuff. So fear, XYZ.
And also, I'm really glad you mentioned the books that we're reading right now, because on the 19th of September 2022,
that's Monday,
we have a live class.
Yes.
So if you're listening to this, go to ineliabenz.com.
Next week is the class.
Yeah, and sign up for the class. Buy the class. Purchase the class.
You can
actually
subscribe star to it. You can walk with me now to it. You can just get it, just the class.
Yes. You have to buy it in order to be on the live class. It's going to be awesome.
Right.
It's all about enlightenment. In the modern world.
Enlightenment in the modern world.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's going to be really interesting, because what happens when you start embodying your highest self?
You definitely embody a state of enlightenment. That's for sure.
Yes, if you want it. And there's steps to get there if that's what you want. So we're going to reveal all. I think we're still recording. I don't know if we paused or not.
She's not a fan of your microphone, I mean.
She's scared of it.
Oh,
baby. She's really scared of that thing.
Yeah. No.
She doesn't know why she was brought up here so high either. She's supposed to be barking and guarding.
Yeah, she's going to go bark and guard at what Romeo's barking and guarding at, but Romeo has fur covering his eyes.
He doesn't see anything.
So he can't see anything, so his imagination's running wild. And he's on alert. Everybody, there's a monster! And everybody barks at it, and they're going, where?
Where can you see it?
I don't know. I can't see it. He's got an active imagination, that one.
Yes.
Alrighty, so I think we've covered our podcast for the week. Honestly, it feels like an excellent newsletter, honey.
Yeah.
I think
we'll go further into all of these points in the second hour.
Yeah, the questions about it. Just remember, we are the ones who decide if we want to continue having a light-dark experience.
Yes.
At home, for example.
Yes.
Or bring in the world we were born to embody.
Mm-hmm.
That's powerful.
It is powerful. Indeed.
Okay. Love you, honey.
Love you too, darling.